So, yeah.
I mean, the difference between today and like the traditional mobsters, they just didn't have the life that like today people have.
Like, so yeah, because the mobsters wanted to do their best to stay low key, right?
Yeah. So
versus the rappers today want to do their best. They'll make songs about the crimes that they've committed.
Well, look at how many people have been indicted. Like, what's that "Murder on My Mind" song?
Yeah, YNW Melly's fighting that case right now.
Yeah. And why is the only reason he's fighting it? Because of that damn song.
I mean, definitely, but police pulled up, like his the vehicle that he was driving, and the bodies were allegedly in the vehicle.
But what would have led them there?
Yeah. He definitely made a song, made a questionable song.
Yeah, the evidence is. I mean, I'm not gonna say the evidence is irrelevant, but when you're talking about the song, the evidence is relevant because they would have never been led to the evidence if that song wouldn't have come out.
Yeah, the admission of alleged crimes in hip hop culture, it's interesting because it's like, why would you like? Usually people try to do their best to not be associated with an alleged crime.
I guess it's the desire to gain credit, like street credit. Because if you think about like back in the day when they do a crime, like the people who needed to know, they knew. But in today's world, like the rappers, they look for like the general public to validate like their street credibility. So if you're looking for the general public to give you that credibility, it will also be those same attempts that'll hang you in court. Like I remember hearing something about a football coach, college football coach, I don't remember which one. But in the middle of the interview, they were like, hey, you've got like no reaction to all this praise that you're getting. He's like, yeah, I mean, I see it, I appreciate it, thank you, but I don't get too high on it. And they're like, well, what do you mean? They're like, if I let you guys be the ones that boost my ego, the moment I lose a game, you guys will also be the one to tear me down. Right?
Yeah.
So he knew what he was doing. He knew like people were giving him credit in the background, and that was good enough for him. That ain't rappers today. They spin the block. There's a 13-track album coming out, letting you know they spun the block.
Do you feel like that's also always been rap? Is the more braggadocious, the more bravado, right? The more notoriety that one rapper has, right? It's like I always relate the rap game to the wrestling world. We all know that it's fake, but like the louder, the more braggadocious that you are, right? Like the old WWF, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know about today's, but the old WWF, like, bro, like the speeches that The Rock, Macho Man, Bret Michaels, or Shawn Michaels would have, like, it was akin to their persona. So you think like now what we're seeing with like the rappers like bragging about an alleged crime, it just falls in line with like, hey, before they didn't brag about alleged crimes, but do you feel like, hey, like, well, the rap game is just pretty braggadocious and I'm just not all that intelligent as well, so mix that with just being the most bravado in this field?
Oh, I think definitely, because most of the rappers today are trash. So, perfect example. I have my Tahoe. I don't know if you've seen my Tahoe.
Nah.
But I've got a pretty healthy sound system in there.
Okay.
Like, spared no expense. It was my dream system. Like, whatever it needed, like I paid for.
Okay.
The music I listen to that versus in my Lincoln is different. And you want to know why? Because in the Tahoe, I'm just listening for the beat. I'm just listening for what can you hear me coming a mile down the road in the Tahoe. In the Lincoln, I have to listen to the words.
Okay.
Because I don't have 415s in the back of the Lincoln. So in the Lincoln, I'm stuck actually hearing the words. So I've noticed my playlists in both cars are completely different. Like I'll listen to some stuff like Lil Uzi Vert. He's got a couple few okay songs, but majority of his catalog doesn't really interest me.
Yeah, it's fly by night.
But in the Tahoe,
yeah,
I can go through a whole album
of Uzi.
I go through a whole album.
Yeah. Versus in the Lincoln, you said?
In the Lincoln,
you'll listen to J. Cole.
Yeah.
You'll listen to, who's another, nice, big crit, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna go back to your question here in a second, but I got a question. Who's in your top 5?
Lyrically or just hottest?
Just anything. All things considered, who's in your top 5?
Right now?
Yeah.
I mean,
we can go right now. We can go all time.
Okay, because yeah, man, like when we do this in the rap game, when I get these questions, I need to be specific about what I'm
Today, who's in your
answering.
top 5?
Right now, today,
Yep.
right? Okay, so there's two different categories, right?
Just give me the top 5. Don't explain nothing. I'm trying to hear none of that.
Okay, all right. So right now, who's in my top 5? And I don't have a numerical, but I'll give you a 5, right?
Okay, that's good.
So
enough.
there's no order, right? 21.
Okay.
He's featured on any track, and what's crazy is I wasn't too high on 21 when he first came out, because he had like this, like, I call it like uninterested voice. Like he sounds like he's just uninterested in even being in the song, right?
Yeah.
But he does a good job on features.
Okay, so 21. Who else?
What's that guy's name? Hold on, give me a moment here. Gotta think of his name. Future, of course.
Okay.
This is really funny because we just brought him up. I've always said that Kodak can ride any beat, man. Like, his flow, he might not have the best lyrics, but his lyrics are pretty memorable because he can ride a beat well.
Okay.
Like,
So 21, Future, Kodak. Last 2.
Well, you put me on the spot. Give me a moment here. Drake, of course.
Okay.
I think that's the given.
Okay, last
And
one.
then last one, Lil Baby, of course.
Lil Baby. Okay.
Lil Baby, yeah.
All right, now top 5 of all time.
All right, Jigga,
Okay.
number 1. Yeah, you come on. You can say what you want, but it's number 1.
Okay.
Jigga. Second, Wheezy F.
Okay.
I mean, and to be honest, I've argued against it for a while, but as like I continue to hear Wayne's like Carter 2 and 1,
Mm-hmm.
he's inching closer to Jigga. Like, Jigga needs to give me 3 more albums for me to be like, Jigga has a considerable gap between him and Wayne. But, you know, like, I know Jigga's getting older too, so it's like, why should I, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if like Jigga was hearing this, he'd be like, why should I give you 3 more albums? Who are you? MC Cadero?
Yeah.
Are you even an artist? Right? So
Okay, so
Jigga, when you
Wheezy.
hear this eventually, man, you know, I get it. I get it. All right,
Okay.
so yeah, Jigga, Wheezy,
Yep. Next 3.
3. Now this is where it gets really, really difficult for me, man, because now these like bottom 5, I can, like, you can ask me tomorrow and the order might switch, man.
You don't even have to give me an order. Just
Okay.
I just want to know who's in the top 5. So you got Jigga, Wheezy.
Yeah. This is for some people, when they hear this, they're gonna be like, wait, what? But I picked this guy because of lyrical ability, and he was able to stay on topic. KRS-One.
KRS-One.
Yeah.
So Jigga, Wheezy, KRS-One. Okay, number 4.
I don't like putting this guy there, but I have to give credit where it's due. Eminem, man.
Okay, Eminem. Okay, and last one.
And I don't want to do that.
Okay.
No, like, I want you to hear me and hear me well. I don't want to put Eminem anywhere near my top 10.
Okay, so who's the last
Because
one?
you know my politics, man.
I know.
But I gotta do it. And then rounding out, and I am kind of mad because I'm putting Eminem above this guy.
They don't have to be in order, but you're down to 1 spot.
I know.
Only one person can have this last spot.
And it's Andre 3 Stacks. Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now going back to the question you asked about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Of those 10 rappers that you just listed, not only your all-time top 5,
but the hottest right now.
but the hottest right now.
Yeah.
Which one of them made their fortunes or millions or claim to fame off rapping about just killing people and violence and telling on themselves as far as crimes.
Who made their riches from that?
Yeah. Or who raps about that.
Who raps about that?
Yeah.
I'd say a good number of the hottest top 5, right?
I'm talking about your top 5 that you listed.
Yeah.
Which one of those are sitting there rapping about shit where they're telling on themselves, looking for clout? Because you just asked, like, isn't that part of like the popularity right now?
Yeah.
Telling on yourself.
Telling on yourself.
So which one of those in the top 10 that you just listed do that? Which one of them tell on themselves?
I mean, when 21 got caught up on that immigration thing, right? Like, people were like, yeah, like, you're getting caught up on immigration and blah, 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 blah. And there was different reasons. But, like, when you listen to a lot of his content, like, he's talking about stuff that he probably shouldn't be talking about. But he has that free speech amendment. So I'd say 21 is up there.
So 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
1 out of 10.
That I can think of, yeah.
So is it a necessity in today's music
to do that?
To do that in order to become... Because, I mean... You look at like our generation, I'd say we had the best taste in music.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So fuck everybody else who's going to listen to this later. Doesn't agree with that.
Yeah.
But we had the best taste in music. We also, I believe, had the best music. So growing up in the generation that you did, if you just gave 10 artists like you did, none of them had to do that.
Yeah.
Is it really a necessity in today's world?
Good question.
Or are people just hanging themselves for no reason?
Woo! Yeah, they just fumbling. What do they call that?
Fumbling the bag.
Fumbling the bag and crashing out. Are they just crashing out for
no reason?
No reason.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of ways to get caught in today's world. You know, you think about it like that CT6 that I used to drive, that Caddy.
Yeah.
The car was nuts. It was by far like the most modern car I'd ever like bought. And when you would turn it on, it had a camcorder in the front and a camcorder in the back.
Okay.
Little SD card in the trunk, and you would record. You would keep about 30 days worth of recordings.
Okay.
If you were to bump into my car with your knee, it would start a 5-minute timer and it would record 360 view.
Nice.
So let's just say we were in that car right now. We started it. We started to drive. Somebody was robbing the liquor store across the street.
Yeah.
And they ran across that car. They're on camera.
Okay.
There's enough cameras to get you in trouble now.
Yeah. Oh, man.
These guys want to put it in lyrics.
This is real. Oh, man. We are going to... Let's go inside and let's talk about this, man. Oh, man.